School's out and report cards are in. Did your team miss the finals this year, and are there better days ahead on the horizon? Today we're going to be focusing in on two teams who missed the 8. Now this video is focused purely on 2022, so we're going to be grading each side on their 2022 outlook, their recruitment and retention, and also both their attack and defense heading into next year. First up, we've got Burton's Bulldogs. Now what the Doggies have done on the recruitment front is nothing short of incredible. Trent Barrett's going to be carrying a powerhouse roster into 2022. With the backline additions of Burton, Addo-Carr, Dufty and Naden, this roster is stacked with firepower on the edges. Saying that, the engine room hasn't been ignored either. Ex-Dragons barbecue master Paul Vaughan will lead this forward pack in 2022, and he won't be alone. He'll be backed up by the dangerous Tevita Pangai Jr. The Doggies have earned an A+ on the recruitment front this off-season. As far as how this roster stacks up, they're clearly brimming with offensive talent across the park. The Bulldogs unfortunately finished as the worst attacking team in the comp this year, but I really don't expect that to be the case next year. Dufty is an absolute ace at putting his wingers away, and he's going to be working with two of the best in the business in Josh Addo-Carr and Nick Hynes. What really excites me though is the offensive creativity of this forward pack. With the exception of Josh Jackson, they've got 5 starting forwards who can either break the line themselves or create an offload for someone else. I'm giving the Bulldogs a very strong grade with an A in attack. However, I do have questions on the defensive side of the ball. The middle combination of Pangai, Hetherington and Luke Thompson could cause serious issues as far as discipline and missing games due to suspension. On top of that, some of the backline additions have been known to leak points in the past. They're also lacking a controlling 7 who will be able to guide them to good field position. Burton and Averillo are really good ball runners and excellent players, but they don't really fill that 7 role. On defense, I'm going to give the Bulldogs a C. So will the Bulldogs break a 5-year premiership drought in 2022? For finals chances, I've given the Dogs an A-. If they can stay on the field, find some chemistry with these new combinations, they're going to be a really dangerous team and one of the big improvers next year. Now, secondly, we've got the Cronulla Sharks. This year, Cronulla needed to win their last 3 games to play Finals Footy. In round 23, they decimated the Tigers in a 50 points to 20 thrashing. They then snuck home against the Broncos in round 24, but unfortunately in the final game, facing a must-win match against Melbourne, they just fell short. While the Sharks didn't make it to the postseason, what they did do is get a real take on their roster and the quality of players they have there. But we'll go into that a bit more later. On the recruitment front, the Sharks have been active buyers on the market. Their forward pack is stacked with talent, with 2 new representative recruits in McInnes and Dale Finucane. If nothing else, I've heard Dale's pretty good on the guitar, so he'll be fun to have around. As far as their backline, they've added Nicho Hynes on what looks like a real value contract, paying him $600,000 a year. In 2021, Hynes has been a revelation, playing great footy at both fullback and 5'8". He was 3rd in the league this year for line break assists, which is a real testament to his ball playing abilities, especially considering he wasn't a starter for a lot of the season. Having added such high quality players, Cronulla have earned themselves an A grade for recruitment. On the attacking front, Cronulla were middle of the road in 2021 with the 8th best attack in the league. However, the emergence of Braden Trindle down the stretch was a real game changer for Cronulla. He secured the starting spot from round 16 and really lit it up with 4 tries and 9 try assists. Heading into 2022 with Nicho Hynes to partner Trindle in the halves, they've got everything they need to unlock this dynamic backline. Kotoa, Kennedy and Mulatalo are all genuine try-scoring machines, and both Ramian and Tracy have caused some serious problems for opposition defences this year. To put it simply, the Sharks are stacked. I'm going to give them an A+ for attack next year. As far as defense goes, this is where I think we're going to see some real changes next year. Under the guidance of Craig Fitzgibbon, the organisation is clearly becoming more professional. The recruitment of Dale Finucane has largely gone under the radar, but you have to note that he's been one of the co-captains of this amazing Storm team over the last few years. On top of this, Cameron McInnes is a real forgotten man in the league right now. While McInnes missed all of 2021 due to injury, if we look at the previous year, McInnes was the NRL's leading tackler with 54 per game. But I've really got to reiterate that McInnes excels across all the effort areas of the game. This can only help Cronulla, as I really think this pair will transform the way this forward pack trains and prepares for games. On defense, I'm going to give the Sharks an A-. So will they do one better and play Finals Footy next year? For me, all signs are pointing to yes, so I'm going to have to give the Sharks an A+. As always, these takes are my opinions, so I'd love to hear from you whether you agree or disagree. If there's another team you think I'm missing and you think will surge into the 8 instead, feel free to drop a note in the comments. That's all from me. I'll see you next time.